Yes, welcome back ladies and gentlemen, thanks for Blitz Universe. Another themed best Blitz replays. And this time we're looking at lucky number 7. Yeah, 7 is a theme for today. This is the 1-to-1 B, which is also a bit of a theme today. So you get 2 themes for the price of 1. How was that? DontShootNoob is driving the 1-to-1 B at Port Bay. It is a supremacy game. And he's going to be fairly aggressive in the beginning. There is that lovely little hold down spot at the top right hand side corner of the map, and you will want to get there because that means, well, pretty much map control on this side. But you want to get there, but so do the enemies, and he gets this shot in. Lovely on the Batchat, bringing him down to 1396 in terms of hit points, and he does manage to get another shot in. He gets then shot, bounces on his tracks, rams into the Batchat, shoots him again, loses his driver, the Batchat can shoot him again, loses 707 in terms of health, and then there's a 54 rushing in as well. Yes, you want to be shouted for help. Handles his tank just in time, and look at this T62. He is coming for help, and he is paying a massive price for it, because he is going to die in about now. But he didn't die in vain or in a really bad spot. He's actually in a pretty good spot now. He allows DontShootNoob to be even more hull down. The Batchat is shot by the ISA. The 54 wants to roll around. He wants to get a shot in on DontShootNoob, but he doesn't want to go into a DPM trade. But he makes a mistake. He hasn't got the gun depression to get the shot in. And you can see DontShootNoob has already managed to rack up 3.5k damage. And the 54 is going down in any second now. He is on the left over there. There's a WZ 120 right over there. We have a waffle tractor. We are going to... Is he going to get him? Yes, he is. He's waiting for it. Bounces on the tracks. That's what you always get. And then the Batchat says, well, my whole team is camping. Flank them, flank them. No, the team isn't camping. It is pretty much the same type of gameplay. But it was the aggressive spotting done by DontShootNoob that is allowing his team to farm the enemy, and it's 1-on-2 in terms of tanks, as you can see now. The 54 didn't get killed. Actually, I was thinking he was going to get killed. Didn't. He managed to get away. DontShootNoob gets a shot in on the object 704. He waited for that 704 to shoot. He dumped one into the ground. But you can see in terms of tanks, it's 1 versus 3. And it's now a matter of taking tanks down in terms of hit points as much as possible. Can he get a shot in on the WZ-120? Yes, he can. Just wait a bit. He's going to shoot the T-57 heavy here as well. And yes, he's playing on PC. And yes, there will be people in the comments who will say, well, PC players, they are OP, they have unfair advantage over touch players. And I can understand that in a bit, because having this big a screen makes it a bit easy to shoot through the girders of the bridge. But the gameplay itself is really good, and you can see it's 3-on-3 now in terms of tanks. And what do you do when you are in a 3-on-3? You want to clear a tank. There is still that 54, there is a waffle still left, and a fairly decent health pattern. And once the waffle and the 54 drop from view, DontShootNoob decides to help out on this pattern. The IS-7 backs up first. He's on 4 hit points. He then rolls forward, gets a shot in on the pattern. The pattern is panicking. He gets killed by DontShootNoob, but you can also see that the waffle has got shots on him. There's the 54. He doesn't manage to clear the IS-7. DontShootNoob does, and he's racked up 7.3k damage, nearly 7.4. Doesn't get the last kill on the waffle, which is a bit unfortunate. It almost looked like he got triple tapped, but you can see aggressive spotting in the beginning. And this is the first bit of lucky number 7, the theme for today. Well over 7k damage, massive high caliber Confederate Scout Medal, the lot, 1615 base XP. Well played, really aggressive. I like that. And definitely one of the best Blitz replays I have seen recently. And we're going to stay on the theme of lucky number 7, obviously. And we are going to watch RH131 from Premo Clan. And he is driving the mouse with the legendary camo on top. This was, of course, in commemoration of Legion winning the Twister Cup in 2017. They got this special camo on the mouse. Looks really good. One of the best looking camos in game, I think. I quite like the one on the FV as well and the IS7, but this one, it looks really good as well. The dark grey suits the mouse. The logos suit the complete color scheme really. And of course, it kind of resembles the clan logo from Empros as well. So yeah, that's a win-win. That's a win-win situation. RH in the meantime is slowly trundling up on Rockfield. And there's a few tanks at the back. There's an E100 rolling in. The grill is coming as well. We have a tank destroyer around spawn 2. There is still a tank at spawn 1 who's now, I think, moving up one of the hills really. And you will also notice that RH is getting spotted. You know, he's not. I mean, a mouse, it doesn't have really good camo. And RH kind of knows that. Well, there's one heavy tank there. And call it gut feeling, call it intuition, but he decides to go in over here. And that's the first shot blocked. 800, that has to be the Jagdpanzer E100. Object 704 is spotted. There is, he's down, thank you very much. We have another mouse over there. We have a Badget who decides to stay up over here. I mean, there's tank spotted, but why stay up over there? He doesn't get shot for it, doesn't get punished, but RH manages to block a second shot from the Jagdpanzer E100. And him staying over here is a good thing, because he basically denies any people from the red team to come over that ridge, drive down into the cap area, start raising pressure through the cap, or even roll up towards the bunkers area. And he's blocking yet another shot. 2,400 blocked. But we are 2 minutes into the game. He hasn't done a single damaging shot yet. But he's keeping an eye out on the team. He's taking a look at the left. The T-95 is calling for help. That's of course a big gun. But it's also a slow tank to traverse, to maneuver around. And when you have the likes of a grill and an E100 over there and a waffle, yes, then you can be taken out by them fairly easily. And it wasn't actually a grill, it was a Badget. You have a Badget, an E100 and a waffle versus T-95. And as well armored as it may be, as big a gun as it may have, that's just kind of sitting ducks. And the grill wanted to help the T-95, but he is in a lot of trouble now. There's a waffle to his left, there's an E100 to his front. This shot burst off straight through the drive wheel. But RH cannot save the grill. The grill was in trouble. And he would die anyway. But it was a matter of just trying to stay here, trying to do as much damage as possible, but also to absorb as much damage as possible. And RH is going to do just that. You can see it is a 1 versus 3. Bye-bye waffle, quick shot on him. Block the shot from the E100. That's the one he wanted to block. He kind of knows the reroll probably, so he also knows that he can now move forward and hopefully block another shot from the E100. Is it going to work? Yes, it is. There is a shot. Yeah, there's a shot. There's a shot. That's what he wanted. And he can now start working on the Badget. And the Badget obviously knows what is going to happen here. RH has already got HE loaded. Does get a good roll, but not enough to kill the Badget. And the Badget is not stupid enough to drive into the mouse. Blocks another shot from the E100. That's what he wanted. Can he now bump into the Badget? No, not quite. Now drive backwards just a little bit. Misses the HE shot. That's unfortunate. 11 hit points knocked off by the Badget because he bumped into him. But look at the damage counter on the left, and of course the block damage counter. Yet another shot blocked. 640 blocked again from the E100. Why the E100 was not firing heat is beyond me. I would have done that straight away against the mouse, or maybe even bleed and try using HE. While RH is on 348 hit points, he blocks another shot from the E100. 6,840 blocked already, and he can clear the Badget. Now, can he clear the Badget? The E100 knows what is going to happen. Can he clear the Badget? No, he can't. So, right, we're going to shoot the E100 in the bar on the top, and he's using the E100 now as cover from the Badget as well. Blocks another shot from the E100 and the Badget, and now it's bye-bye Badget, and it's just one tank left. 7,790 damage blocked. And yeah, you know you won't survive if you have 309 hit points left and the E100 is 1500. He's going to get a shot in because of HE. Bleeds him dry, 212. If he had been doing that earlier, RH would have been dead earlier, they would have won the game, but now it is just a matter of time. The E100 is going to kill him here with the last HE shell. But the E100 is also down to 323 hit points, so that's 2 shots basically left from any of the tanks on the medium tanks. But there's another E100 on the green team, and I think an IS-8. Red E100 taken out. But yeah, this game, even if it's not even 3k damage, but this game is won by RH_131 from Primal Clan by blocking 7,790 hit points. Well done, mate. Was lovely to watch. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for Blitz Universe. He has a small YouTube channel, link in the description, available below, so do subscribe to him as well. Yes, and as I said, we have a bit of a double theme for today. We have the 1-to-1B again, and this time it's driven by Argon_070, which shall be known from here on as just Argon. He wants the team to go left on Castilla. Fairly mobile team, actually. Three mediums. They've got 3 tank destroyers. Red have got 3 mediums and 3 tank destroyers as well, but they have a light tank. And greens also have 1 STI, 1 heavy tank. And when you are in tier 10 games, it is not uncommon to have some really big guns on either greens or reds. I've played a fair few games, obviously, in tier 10. And I've been trying hard to find games where there were no FVs on either of the teams, and it's just very hard to find them. It really is very hard to find them. Argon is doing a good job at trying to get shots off on that Batchat. He manages to get 1 in, bounce 1 in return, and he's gonna lose a few hit points here. Kind of overextends his front plate. I think he should have been closer to the wall. He would have been able to snuggle in his tank against the wall and then angle at the front plate. And he's losing quite some health actually. Even if he managed to bring that Batchat down 2 shots, the T-54E1 is in there as well. The T-54E1 of green team is not too happy with probably T-124. And you can see what is happening if you look at the minimap. There's only 3 reds spotted at the moment. Lots of them are around this area, and there are 2 of the big guns. The 704 is spotted. We have, I think, the grill spotted, and what was the other tank again? An FV? No, a tortoise. It was a tortoise. Big guns are spotted, and they are all around the mill area. And that's when you want to clear a tank, so you shoot the FV and you bounce on his front plate, and you don't have the gun depression, so you will have to overextend yourself. Don't get the track shot on the rifle on the 54E1. He should have shot just a bit further towards the right. But can he clear the FV now? He gets a good shot in on the turret, but gets an average roll of 356. So that would have been nice if he would have cleared the FV. He does manage to clear the T-54E1. And can he now clear the FV as well? The Leopard PT is actually doing a good thing. He's backing up, trying to get shots off on Argon. Doesn't really work because Argon is looking around. He's not willing to give up any more hit points. He's on precariously low health, 700 only, and he wants to save his friendly tier 124 because they are a tank down. And if you look at the hit points, they are not doing too good in terms of hit points either. Luckily, the PTA only has the stockish gun, 225 damage. But then he moves around Argon and he sees the Batchat. He can get a shot in track. The Batchat gets shot in return as well. But here's where the 1-to-1B or the 54 or the T-62 or any Russian tank can excel. You can pull around the corner, back around the corner, and you can angle up the front plate, and then you miss the shot on the Batchat. But luckily the Jagdpanzer E100 is going to finish off for a whopping 47 hit points. But look at the health on the Jagdpanzer, only 103. Look at the health at the STI, only 121. And there's a fairly, well, good health Tortoise 942. We have a grill over there, 1300 something, 1315. And then there's also a 704. Where's that last tank? He's on 370 hit points, and 370 is not a lot. It's a one-shot to any tank on the field at the moment. But luckily, Argon managed to take the high position. He's getting a good shot in on the Tortoise. He has the height advantage. He can keep an eye out on the cap. He can cover the approaches towards the hill. He's in a good position, and he has got some support from the Jagdpanzer E100 behind him. And he spots the 704 up, gets a good bounce on the turret, manages to get a shot in on the 704, but where is that grill? He has to know where that tank is before he can commit to killing either the Tortoise or the 704. And the Jagdpanzer E100 is taken out by the grill. That means that the grill has to be in the top left hand side corner of the map. That sniping position where you've got shots on down the road into the town area. Because otherwise he wouldn't have been able to spot the Jagdpanzer E100. The 704 spotted him up. And what you're gonna do now? The Tortoise should have just stayed on the cap, that's for sure. And the grill is going to make a massive mistake as well here. He pops up at the back. Argon gets a nice shot in, angles his tank, and the grill was thinking, right, I've got this one in the back. I can just roll in and now shoot him. He should have shot HE probably. He should have just stayed there on top, put a nice shot into the butt of Argon, because now it is done by the shouting. Look at that, yes. Bad chat, I don't often agree with people saying stuff like that in a global chat. People who are salty or maybe even slightly insultive. But this was a bit of a noob mistake really by the grill. He shouldn't have pushed that aggressive. He should have just stayed behind and then shoot Argon up the ass for a win. But alas, it didn't happen. And Argon moves off the hill. Slippery fingers, trembling fingers, shaking hands on the edge of your seat, and he manages to clear the Tortoise luckily for just shy of 7k damage. I have no hesitation putting this in the 7k department. Thank you very much. Well played, Top Gun, high caliber, massive defender as well in terms of the base. 1609 base XP, good accuracy as well, 22 penetrating shots. And a well-deserved place in this episode of Best Blitz Replays. And this last one, Flash 10154 in the T110E4. This is one which is a bit more action-packed. Dare I say, quite a bit more action-packed really, because Blitz is going to push in aggressively. They want to go left. The T62A is calling left. The grill says affirmative. Thank you very much. A lot of the big guns are trying to go left. And there are two bad chats on the red team, which you can see. There is a lot of mobility again on the red team. And the T110E4 is, well, a heavy disguised as a TD. It has a big gun, it has a 180 degree rotatable turret, not fully rotatable, but that 180 degree is very, very useful. 640 alpha shell, and if you're using the calibrated shells, you can penetrate the front of an E100 very easily. And as per usual, as it seems on Million Ruins, most of the action is done around the C-cap area. And even for this bigger gun, the E4 packs a good punch. It has some good gun oppression as well. Hello Waffle, thank you very much. Quick switching to HE, 960, and about half of the crew dead, gone or injured. But he has got some work to do. Flash has only started dealing damage and he has got some work to do, because there are a lot of mobile tanks around on the red team. A bad shot can really ruin your day if you are in an E4. He gets a good bounce on the front, he gets another bounce on the front, thank you very much. That's 2 shots blocked, 660 in total. And if you look at what he's going to do here, this is really good hit point management, basically. Prioritizing targets. There's a bad shot down there, I can take him out. One shot in, thank you very much. Not gonna stay here, try to kill the other bad shot, just reverse back. Keeping an eye out, bad shot moving in. Block another shot from the 54. Nope, not available. 54 bails because he realizes what is happening. And Flash can clear yet another 54. And here it's going to be interesting. It is 3 on 5 at the moment. There's a Death Star available. There is a Waffle still behind. Are you going to push in or not? Adrenaline running. What we're going to do? What we're going to do? Want to clear the FV now. 354 hit points. That's a one-shot tank. And he just squeezes this little shot in. Oh, that was great to see. Bounces the gun around, a little bit of gun pressure, then gets another shot in on the waffle. Luckily they are all around the one-shot department and not even on these rolls. Rams into the waffle, clears him, and now has some work to do on the bedshed, or what is it, the grill, I think, and an E50M. There's the bedshed, 712 left. It's an FE4202. He is available, gets the AP shot right through the side. Hello E50M, can I shoot you? No, not available yet, but don't come into my back. I don't want you behind me, I don't want you behind me. Right, I've got you still in front of me, thank you very much. You are bouncing right, I can then turn around again as long as you don't come behind me. You got a turret that rotates 180 degrees. And HE through the cupola of a bedshed will do just fine. He's immobilized, quickly repairs. Common E50. E50M wants to go around, bounces on the big fat gun mantlet of the E4, and he's using APCR here. This is a do or die moment. He realizes the adrenaline's popping, clicks the button, has a quicker reload now, can shoot the E50M, bounces on the front plate. That's annoying. 345 hit points left. He needs 2 shots and the E50 needs 1 shot for just below average roll. Can he get another shot in? Yes, he can. He bounces another one. Come on, can you make it now? You have to bounce yet another one. Side on, whack that turret into the E50M's face. Yes, bounces another one on the tracks. And here we go for the award-winning shot. And 7 kills on tier 10. Hoo-ha! That was again edge of your seat and a well-deserved place. Flash 10154 on the best Blitz replays. 5.5k damage in the tier 124, 7 kills, tier 10 Resenii, top gun, high caliber, and a steel wall as well. And that's it also for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank us, Blitz Universe. Best Blitz replays, lucky number 7, a themed episode for today. Thank you very much for supporting, for subscribing, for sponsoring the channel. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Cheers and happy tanking.